I definitely think it's time to bust out the stash.
Yes. Butch is holding the thrill pills. You ready to spook your noodle, Tommy?
What, seriously? You scored Scarecrow drugs?
Quality Scarecrow drugs, the new stuff.
What do I take? I've never done a real deal freight trip.
No? Oh, it's the best. It's like watching the greatest horror movie ever made while you're riding the world's sickest roller coaster.
Purest thrills, man.
Okay, I'm in.
Yes. Okay, here. You're gonna want some candy corn to take the edge off the ghosties.
Okay, down the hatch. So how long does it take to,
Wait, maybe you don't take the candy corn and ghosties together.
What?
Oh, shoot. Did he take corn and ghosties together? Oh, man, I think that was too much.
What do you mean, too much? Butch?
Man, he's tripping. Look at him, Spike.
Butch!
Tommy, you okay, man?
I don't feel too good, Butch.
Butch can't hear you, but I can. Hello, Tom.
What did you say, Spike?
You didn't say anything, man. I did. Who's a Scarecrow?
Boo!
Man, he's seriously tripping. So what do we do?
You are seriously tripping, man. What do you do?
Tommy, listen, this is real important. You gotta...
Don't listen to them, Tommy. They're not your friends. Blink once if you understand me. Good.
What? Where are you?
Oh, you nut. I'm in your head. Don't you remember? You invited me. It's nice in here. It's red and warm. But I'm afraid there's no windows and no doors, Tommy, so obviously... I'm gonna have to eat my way out from the inside.
What is that? What's making that noise?
Maybe it's nothing. Maybe this is all just my drugs. Maybe you're just curled up in the ball on the ground at the Gotham Youth Music Festival and none of this is happening. Or, oh shit, maybe the concert was hours ago. Hey, where'd everybody go? Think hard, Tommy. Where are you, anyway?
Demon's head, everyone you know is dead.
Oh, shoot, maybe the concert was days ago. Oh, gee, you must be hungry.
What's that smell?
Well, look, I've invited some friends over. We're just sitting down to eat.
Oh.
Tommy, you're afraid, aren't you? You're afraid. And it's delicious.
Oh, God.
Your fear, Tommy, it's fatty and rich, yet bitter. It's like bone marrow spread on burnt black toast. I want to gobble it all up. Gobble. Gobble, gobble. Oh, Tommy. Rude of me. Won't you join us? They made you something special.
I'm good. I don't need...
Take the cover off the
anything.
dish.
I don't want to take the cover off.
Take the cover off the dish, Tommy.
What is that?
What is happening?
No! Batman! Take him down! Use the grenades! Blow the charge! Time to shuffle off to Buffalo!
Please, what is happening? Beautiful dream.
Wake up to me, starlight and dewdrops, I'm waiting for thee. Hey, wake up. Skids. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, Skids. Can you smell the bacon? I smell bacon.
What? Where? What?
Come on, Skids. Up and at 'em, you're late.
What? Where?
Don't you remember? You were supposed to rat me out. Tell your boss, Commissioner Gordon, you know, who the Scarecrow is, but oopsie daisy, here we are instead.
Oh, no,
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. The last guy who tried to rat me out, I ratted him out, Skids. But I used real rats.
My head, it hurts. I can't think straight.
Yeah, that's because right when you were least expecting it, I hit you as hard as I could in the back of the skull with an old rotary phone. Repeatedly. More than sufficient to render you unconscious. It was an emotional response, Skids. I'm not proud of it. And now I got a broken telephone, a lot of shame. But dadgummit, I was angry. And I was hurt. Because you are not who you said you were, Skids. You're not Tony Skids Rossetti at all, are you? That's a costume, isn't it? A second skin. What happens when we peel the skin, Skids? Who do we find underneath? GCPD, Skids. Wow, boogity boogity boo. You got a spook.
What's around my neck?
I call it a kill collar. Is it too tight? I hope not. It's not supposed to kill you by strangulation. See, the kill collar is wired to your heart rate. And the kill collar only goes kapop if you panic. You stay calm, you stay happily capitated. But you blow your cool, you give in to fear. Your meatball rolls off the spaghetti.
So what? You gonna drug me up with your poison?
Oh, come on now, that wouldn't be sporting. You have genuine courage. I'm not gonna rob you of that. Real steel spine infiltrating my gang like this? I respect courage. But I still think I can scare you. Because fear was here first. Fear comes gushing out of the womb with us. We don't have to learn fear. Like that delicious panic that comes from the barrel of a loaded gun pointed right at your face. Nobody taught you that. That's wisdom. Or a big knife in the hand of the maniac. Would you like to see my knife? Switchblade, witchblade, boogity boo. No? Not scared? Still cool as a cucumber? Okay. Sure, it's not all that scary if I wave it around way over here, but isn't this funny? The closer I wave it to your soft parts, if I put the point anywhere near your eyeball, and then if I, lunge at you a little, careful, Skids, or kill collar go pop! You see? Even a brave cop like you has all kinds of fears he can't do anything about. It's not courage that sets limits on fear. Fear sets limits on courage.
I'm not afraid to die, you freak.
Aw, what a childish lie. That has never been true. Whoever said it, never once in the history of human civilization. Here, I propose a wager. If you win, well, let's just say you want to try to win. Here, put your palm down flat on the table here. Like that, yeah, slap wood there, you lily liver varmint. Come on, just put your hand on it. There you go. Now, spread your fingers out real wide. Hey! Oh, come on, that's a million miles away from your fingers, but it scared you pretty good, didn't it? You tried to stay calm, but you had nothing to say about it. See, you want to spread those fingers out. Oh, that's a lot closer. I'll be honest, I can't see too well in this mask, but you trust me, don't you? Let me try again. I used to be real good at this a long time ago. I haven't had a lot of practice lately, but you know this game. Tough guys everywhere play it. Some people call it five-finger fillet. I always called it Scotch because you hop between the fingers, right? Rules are simple. Fast as you can between all the fingers without an accident. See, now you're getting a little nervous. Why is that? Let's apply a little logic. Stabbed finger isn't gonna kill you, is it, Skids? But if you don't stay calm, you lose your meatball. Remember? It should be easy to...
Keep it together. Keep it together.
Friend, talk yourself through it as if you could reason with instinct. Now, going between each finger in order is easy, but how about a different pattern? Say, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Ooh! That's much harder.
Just relax. Just relax.
Keep your eyes open, Skids. Watch what I can do. 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 3, 6, 6.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Oh, Skids, now you're getting scared, and I can taste it. I can taste it in your fear. It's like a big spaghetti dinner, just like Great Granny used to make. Oh, the bravery, Skids. It makes it all the more savory. On top of Rossetti, he fooled me before. Now he wears a collar that's packed with seeds.
Gotham, the final notes of an unfinished symphony. Join us now for another tale of life and death in Gotham City.
Crane.
Why, hello, Mr. Dent. I'm so very pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, the good doctor is really going to get in your noggin and give it a fresh coat of paint. You won't believe the difference, isn't that right, Dr. Crane?
Oh, most certainly. I think we're going to make excellent progress if you just put your trust in me. I promise you, you don't have a thing to fear from Dr. Jonathan Crane.
What's this? Unbeknownst to all present, the Scarecrow stands unmasked in their midst. A doctor of the mind, a surgeon of the psyche. What diabolical malpractice does he have in store for Gotham's most famously fractured fiend? Batman, the Audio Adventures.
Track A, start March 4th, 2:02 p.m. This recording is a private and confidential document in accordance with the Code of Medical Ethics of the City of Gotham. Patient file Dent, Harvey.
And associate.
And associates. Introductory psychoanalytic examinations. Attending physician, Dr. Jonathan Crane. This is session number 2. File note, there is no surviving record of session 1. In this series. Do you want to tell me why you destroyed the tape machine in our first session, Harvey?
This is our first session, Doc. Session 2. Yes, now we can begin.
I see.
I'm sorry it had to come to that, Dr. Crane, but T for 2 always means 1 for the pot.
Tell me more about that.
Oh, God, it takes 2 to tango, Doc. A fly's got 2 wings, right? Because you see, if you pull one of the wings off, fly just goes in circles.
I see.
What he's saying, Dr. Crane, is that we can't afford to go in circles today, okay? We need to make progress. We know we need your help.
You know, the best way for me to help you is to establish a bond of trust between us.
Sure. Here. Trust is paramount.
Fabulous. Then hand over your coin, please.
Sorry, Doc. Fat chance.
Oh, I think there's at least a 50-50 chance. Because it's not up to you. Isn't that right?
That's dirty pool, Doc.
Better ask the coin.
Got some right. Gotta ask the coin. Coin says yes. We don't argue with the coin.
Thank you. Don't worry, I'll just place it right here on the table.
Fine.
Now then, session 2. We meet again for the very first time. So, why don't you introduce yourselves?
My name is Harvey Dent, and I'm the senior partner.
Oh, senior partner? But Harvey was here first, wasn't he?
Wrong. I was here first. He was. He's always been here. I'm Harvey's blood. You get it? You know, the sticky red stuff? Before College Boy learned his own name, I was what he knew.
I see.
I'm all you need to know. He's what we all are, Doctor, before the civilizing influences. Civilize this, short pants.
Fascinating. It's a very, very interesting story. But I heard a different one. It's a horror story. Takes place in a courtroom. Stars you, Harvey. A jet of pressurized acid and a hideous disfigurement.
Best day of our life.
Is that so?
That day set me free. like it was in the beginning.
I don't think the acid set you free. I think it found you in your hiding place.
What?
I think you were hiding because you were afraid. I think you're still afraid. Afraid of what you would do without Harvey.
Ha! Like fun.
Do you ever wonder, what if that acid had taken more than half of your face that terrible day? What then? What if when the acid had done its business, there wasn't enough Harvey left to do the serious work?
Ha! No, never crossed our mind.
You won't let it, because it frightens you, doesn't it? The thought of being alone. Let's try something. Bear with me. Guess what I have here in this jug? Oof! What? Fumes. Let's just pour a splash or two into a glass.
What is that? What are you doing?
It's a 97% solution of muriatic acid. Harvey, I believe that's your brand.
What are you gonna do with that?
What are you afraid I'm gonna do with it? Tell me, as I wave it around carelessly. Oops! As the vapors burn your nostrils, tell me about the fear.
Fear? You couldn't be more wrong, Doc. You think we got some deep trauma about what happened that day? We're twice the man we were before. What we became isn't some broken thing to be fixed. It's something to be cleaned and oiled and reloaded. So sorry, Doc. Your acid doesn't scare us. It made us. You want to finish the job in our face? We dare ya.
Your face? I am sorry. You misunderstand. I don't think you fear for your face. I think you fear for the other handicap you acquired that day.
What?
And that all it would take to reduce you to a puddle of quivering terror would be for me to take your coin off the table like this and...
Wait, what are you...
Oops! Into the drink. Oh, my. Look at it dissolve. That's muriatic acid for you.
What did you...
It's called aggressive intervention. And why don't we stop there for this session? Good progress. I think we had a breakthrough.
What did you do?
Here. But I have something here that can help turn that wretched existential terror into something gorgeous, meaningful, a purpose. It's a very special drug, Harvey. I'm a bit of an artist with chemistry, but this stuff, this stuff is the Sistine ceiling. Do you know that moment when someone is telling a joke and you suddenly get it? Well, take a little of this, and you'll start getting jokes nobody told. That's right. Let's roll up that sleeve for me, if you would. Now you're gonna feel a pinprick.
Ooh!
There now, Harvey. Relax. Let Joy Cure put a smile in your brain.
Life and... This landscape is pitted and scarred from years of open warfare. As far as the eye can see, the scorched destruction of a bitter stalemate. This is the inside of a man's mind. A dwelling built for a single occupant that nevertheless houses two. But tonight, for once, these unbearably tight confines don't echo with the clashes of conflict. Tonight, after a generous dose of a dubious decoction known as Joy Cure, an altogether new sound is heard in the shockingly peaceful precincts of the mind of the man known as Two-Face.
Hey, pretty boy.
What? Is something wrong?
No, that screwy sound. Do you...
Yes. Clear as ringing crystal.
Oh, good. Was worried we lost track of the whole bag of marbles.
No, that's not what's happening. Dr. Crane? Are you still there?
Yes, I'm right here, Harvey. You can leave your blindfold on until I tell you to remove it, please.
Something's happening. What is that sound we're hearing?
Never heard it before.
Of course you haven't. That's harmony, Two-Face. You've never known a moment of it in your entire tortured existence. Until now.
Harmony?
It's when two voices become one.
Where is it?
It's all of you, Harvey.
It's I don't know how you say it. It's...
Empyrean.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, college boy.
Didn't I tell you it would be? The Joy Cure has brought peace at last to your long inner conflict. You simply must trust me. Remember we talked about trust when you agreed to put that blindfold on for me?
You said to cooperate. We cooperated.
Yes, Harvey, cooperation. That's exactly what today's lesson is all about. And you have cooperated with everything I have asked of you ever since I gave you your first dose of Joy Cure. But cooperating with me is easy. I want you to cooperate with you.
We don't follow you, Doc.
We have oh so many ways we wage war within ourselves every day. You're just an unusually extreme case. It's the influence of fear. When what we know is false coincides with what we fear is true, that's a conflict. And there are casualties.
Fear. Sure. That figures.
For example, you told me that you have a horror of high places. Is that right?
Heights? We hate them. Severe acrophobia. Yes.
Acrophobia. An irrational fear of heights, they say, don't they? Well, Harvey, I'm going to take off your blindfold now. And then I'd like you to tell me how irrational you believe your fear of high places to be.
As the heavy black silk falls, the mismatched eyes of Two-Face suddenly behold the vertiginous view from a narrow ledge outside the window of a towering skyscraper. Two-Face teeters unsteadily, blinking in disbelief.
Yes, Harvey, quite a high place you find yourself in, isn't it? Tell me, how do you feel?
We feel... We're... wonderful. Ooh, would you get a load of that new? Hey, Doc, come on out here and lamp this scene.
Thank you. I'll stay here inside where it's safe. You realize you are 1 step and 100 feet from the pavement below?
Yep. Your numbers check out, Doc.
And your crippling fear of heights?
I don't understand it. We've always hated high places. But today, top of the world, ma! Bet you can see the courthouse from here if we stand on our tippy toes.
Oh, do be careful, Harvey.
Yep, there she is. Magnificent. Doctor, there's no fear. Is your drug doing this?
Fear is a furnace which must be fed. What I have done is empty your mental coal tinder. In fact, you might even dance a jig on that narrow ledge if I asked you to.
Are you asking us to dance, Doctor? What luck! We've been taking lessons.
The opening steps of a tango rain down upon the narrow ledge at a delirious tempo.
How's this for hoofing?
Oh my God. Now you really must be careful.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Bravo! Bravissimo! Not a hint of terror in your eyes. You see, Two-Face, your two sides united are a dauntless bulwark to petty fears. Why, you would walk to the end of that flagpole if I asked you to, I bet.
Flagpole?
A 15-foot-long flagpole extends out into space like the shaft of a colossal wayward arrow fired into the building's upper stories.
Yes, I want you to show me you can walk it like a tightrope, like a flag.
Looks pretty narrow.
It's plenty wide enough. Why, it's just a matter of balance. I'm sure Two-Face knows a thing or two about the need for balance. Walk to the very end.
Sure, Doc. Sounds good to us. How's this, Doc? Ta-da!
Out to the very end of the pole. Congratulations, Harvey.
Woo! No, nothing to it, Doc. Like you said, it's all about balance.
Now, this next part is very dangerous. When you're ready, turn around and come back.
What do you mean, when we're ready?
Simply
discuss it amongst yourselves. When you mutually decide you want to come in, turn either to your left or alternately turn to your right and come back.
Hold up! Hold up! Discuss it. Either left or right? Just tell us which one.
I'm not going to, Harvey. You're gonna have to decide.
Okay. You decide. Not me. You pick. No. I'm insisting you choose. Pass. Pass. You do it.
Come on, Harvey. Turn right or turn left. Then, once you've turned, do you lead with your left foot or your right? The choice is yours. Do you walk heel to toe or toe to heel, Harvey? So many choices to make. But without your coin, I'd forgotten.
Doctor, what? Please help me. I'm so...
afraid. Yes. Isn't it fascinating? The Joy Cure is a miracle at curing everyday phobias like your fear of heights, but it reacts very badly to the kind of serious issues you have, Harvey. Your real fear isn't high places. The fear you're feeling right now, that's the fear that defines you, Harvey. The fear of having to make a decision, any decision, for yourself. No coin, no counsel, just the two of you.
Please help me, Doctor. Tell me what to do. I'll do whatever you say.
Careful, you're slipping. Did you know a baby's first instinct is a fear of falling? I would love to have been involved in conducting those experiments.
I'll kill you.
You said I! That's a breakthrough. One of you is taking charge. I couldn't tell who spoke, though. Would you mind?
Please. I can't. Hold on.
Come on now. You simply need to agree upon a strategy before it's too late.
Dr. Crane, I know you said you didn't want to be disturbed, but...
Not now, Miss Gold.
I'm just so sorry to, I know I'm interrupting.
Yes, what is it, Miss Gold? I'm in a session with a patient.
I know, Doctor, but, you have an important call. It's, Bruce Wayne is on the phone.
Bruce Wayne? What in the vault of heaven do I have to say to Bruce Wayne? I don't know Bruce Wayne. Tell him I'm busy.
But, Doctor, I really think you're gonna want to take this call. Mr. Wayne says he needs your help urgently.
Oh, and what, pray, is the urgent affliction? Doesn't he realize you don't seek psychiatric care for tennis elbow?
Sir, what he said, Dr. Crane, Bruce Wayne thinks he's Batman.
Dr. Crane's eyes widen to their limit.
Doctor...
Hold all my other calls today, Miss Gold. In actuality, this time, tell Mr. Wayne I will meet with him at the clinic in 1 hour. And, Harvey! Good work today. Let's get you back home to Penguin. I think we can pick this up again at our next appointment. I'd just like to say, you are making excellent progress.
And so, Harvey Dent is spared the effects of gravity, but the Gotham City. The office of Dr. Jonathan Crane, psychiatrist. The couch in this room has been host to a dazzling array of peculiar minds. Bruce Wayne's is merely the latest.
Doctor, I need your help.
It would seem you certainly do, Mr. Wayne. And urgently, from the look of it. Your intake papers are quite a read. Let's see. Under occupation, you wrote, I am vengeance. And under marital status, you wrote, I am the knight.
Yes, well...
Under reason for visit, you've written, so that evildoers everywhere will taste cold justice. Yes, indeed. Help is exactly what you need, and badly, Mr. Wayne. You need help concocting a lie.
I'm sorry?
You don't think you're Batman. You're pretending to think you are Batman, and the ruse is painfully transparent. This is just the kind of childish fantasy I'd expect from someone with your background, idle and overeducated. Listen to this. You wrote, criminals are a superstitious and cowardly lot. That simply can't be how the real Batman talks, and you know that, don't you? You've met him, haven't you?
More than once, as I recall. I bet he impressed you, didn't he?
Doctor, this isn't...
Now a diagnosis comes into view, Mr. Wayne. You're obsessed with this daring mystery man, aren't you? You met him a few times, and you probably think you're friends.
Doctor...
A word of advice, Mr. Wayne. Never match wits with someone trained in deduction. You reveal so much more than you think you do.
Is that so?
You're clearly in no need of medical attention. As for what provoked you to concoct this duplicitous scheme, it frankly does not arouse my professional interest. But I'll make a referral. Now, get out. You've wasted enough of my time.
Okay, you got me. You're impossible to get a hold of, so I adopted an aggressive acquisition strategy.
There's the tedious boardroom jargon that's your native tongue.
Doctor, I'll get right to the point. I know you're treating Harvey Dent at the behest of Oswald Cobblepot.
Harvey Dent.
Harvey is my friend, and if you believe he has a chance at rehabilitation, I want it to be in a loving and supportive environment. Oswald Cobblepot does not provide that. I want you to transfer care over to me.
I won't ask you how you know these things. Information is a commodity in this city, and all kinds of treasures are within your means, one would imagine. But really, you're not an utter naif. You must know. If I did, for some unfathomable reason, give you Mr. Dent, Penguin would crush you into pâté grand-mère.
He'll try, but Harvey can make my custodianship of him legal.
Ah, yes, the celebrated legal skills of your friend, the erstwhile district attorney, Harvey Dent. Another powerful crime-fighting figure you admire. And don't I recall, you're also on a first-name basis with Commissioner Gordon? Do we need to talk about a law enforcement fixation?
We're talking about Harvey, Doctor.
Oh, don't get me wrong. You've irritated me with your crude deception, but you would be a fascinating case to study. The real source of your obsession is obvious, isn't it? Look around my office. Do you like my choice of decor? What do you see?
You collect old movie posters.
Yes, I am a collector. But to be more precise, I collect old Argus Studios horror movie posters. I confess, I am an unabashed fan of the creature features. You see, when I was a very little boy, I was taken to the movie matinee, a classic chiller. Any concern that I might be too tender an age for such fare was utterly unfounded. I wasn't scared. I was fascinated, not by the film, but by the audience. I simply couldn't believe it. This crowd of people was paying money to suffer fear. I became a habitué of the Late Late Show. My absolute favorite, of course, the maestro, the great Basil Carlo, man of 1,000 faces, all of them hideous. Now that was a man who made you beg him to frighten you. And I find that paradox intoxicating. Now, you went to the movies when you were a little boy too, didn't you, Bruce? That was a pretty memorable night, wasn't it? Or perhaps you've suppressed the memories. What do the movies make you think of, Bruce? Is that a subject you'd care to talk about?
Dr. Crane.
A mother, a father, and their loving son. Not to see a movie. Was that your last happy memory, Bruce?
Dr. Crane, I'm here to make you an offer.
You have nothing I want.
I have grant money beyond any...
Grant money? Is that the only tool in your kit?
Would you like tenure? Name the university. I have...
Please, stop. This is ritual humiliation.
I have a copy of Basil Carlo's last film.
What? What did you say?
I said I have a copy of The Second Skin.
There are no copies of The Second Skin. They were all destroyed decades ago.
Oh, so you know it. You are a fan.
A fan? That film is a legendary lost masterwork, the Holy Grail.
I just know it's the film where Basil Carlo committed his
real-life crimes. I hope mine is the only one. It's said to be dangerous to the suggestible.
How do you have this?
All kinds of treasures are within my means, one would imagine.
But the second skin isn't just some cinema obscurity. It wasn't just avant-garde subliminal editing. It was conceived to be a flawless simulation of violent madness. It is a masterpiece.
They say your masterpiece is an instructional film on how to be a psychopath. My copy was recently found in an unrelated purchase of vintage film stock, and I've been advised to have it destroyed. But if it's as unique as you say it is, I thought there might be some value in clinical analysis. You could lead that project. Just give me Harvey.
Even if I did, you won't recognize him. Whatever he was before, he is now a violent criminal to his core. Even the element of his persona which is most recognizable to you as your former friend has given his life entirely to a pursuit of infamy.
Let me worry about that.
And this notional kidnapping, how do you expect to steal something precious from the Penguin? I can assist you from the inside, but Penguin has Two-Face under constant armed guard. The cream of his casino security.
You just do your part from the inside, as you say. And as for the rest, well, that's the easy part. I'll just call in a favor from a friend.
And what friend of yours is up to the task?
Who else, Doctor? My good friend, the Batman.
Late arrival.
Good evening, Doctor.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for receiving me at this hour. I confess I could scarcely wait to get my goodies.
Your patient is resting comfortably, Doctor. Thank you for your concern.
Yes, splendid. Are those the film canisters over there?
That's it. The complete and uncut master print of Basil Karlo's infamous final film.
There was only ever one private screening. 15 studio executives thought they had what it took to face the second scan. The toughest of them made it through the opening credits. But before the first scene was finished, he had put his own eyes out, like everyone else. They say the worst part of finding that screening room full of eyeless men is what blissful relief they seem to be enjoying, staring at the ceiling with empty sockets as the tail end of the film reel flapped in the empty projector.
A grotesque story, and an excellent reason for why I'm adjusting the terms of our deal.
Adjusting?
I'm not letting you take the film off the premises. You can examine it here freely in my screening room, but at no point does the film ever leave my supervision. As you've just said, it's dangerous.
Hardly honorable.
And yet it's the right thing to do.
The film must remain here at Wayne Manor, you said?
Those are the only terms I'll accept.
What luck. I was already planning on staying a while, so your terms are perfectly acceptable.
I beg your pardon? Staying?
In the capacity of your personal physician. You've got a long recovery ahead of you.
Recovery? I don't need medical attention, Doctor.
Well, not yet.
What?
In an instant, Bruce Wayne finds himself choking on a roiling plume of orange gas that billows from the coat sleeve of the suddenly aggressive alienist.
What? No.
When the gas begins to clear, a face swims out of the acrid fog. A hideous face, wrapped in rotten patchwork burlap.
Scarecrow.
Oh, you poor little orphan boy. What exquisite fears you must have in the pit of your pampered soul. I confess, after you left my office, I couldn't get my mind off the thought of little Bruce, standing in an alley behind the movie theater, racked by a fear that to this very day gnaws you raw from the inside. Dear father, dear mother.
I'll take that necklace you're wearing, lady.
You're back there right now, aren't you? Yes, that's a potent batch there. Very specially formulated. Eventually, I'm gonna use it on the Batman, but I'm very excited about this little test run. Now then, to the dining room. Get the fine china out.
Scarecrow's faithful motorcycle gang, Dim Bones, ride a dozen strong into the grand foyer of Wayne Manor.
I am gonna eat your fears, little orphan boy.
Bruce Wayne now knows the secret identity. The noble homestead, defiled and debauched by deviants. Stately Wayne Manor is utterly besieged, as is the central nervous system of its namesake occupant, Bruce Wayne. Caught unawares, he succumbs to a gas attack from the nefarious Dr. Jonathan Crane, now revealed to be the pharaoh of panic himself, the Scarecrow.
Breathe deeply, little Brucey. It's such a short trip from the breath to the blood, from the blood to the brain. I've got such things in store for you. You too. Take him to his resting place. Rest of you, Eyeball, Scud, search the house. Rouse the staff. I think it's just one butler, somehow. As for Dent, he's dangerous, and I'm bored with him. When you find that conjoined monstrosity, put it out of its misery.
At their master's command, the crank-addled delinquents fan out amidst the fine furnishings in a shambling miasma of profanity.
Where are you, Harvey? Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Well, what have we here? Of course, this house has its own pipe organ. Oh, no, that's just an invitation, isn't it? Oh, the hip bone's connected to the thigh bone. The thigh
Upstairs, faithful Alfred realizes the time is now if he undisturbed, save for the patient serenity of the great-grandfather clock.
Awful quiet out there. Do you think that...
Come out, little lamb chops. It's time to get cleaned and dressed and seared and eaten. Doors reinforced, boss. I mean heavy duty. Then we do this with chemicals.
Oh, dear.
Put on your masks. Flood the entire mansion with the cheap stuff. 30 parts per million. No, 80. And cut it with CX nerve gas. I want these nightmares to hurt.
Oh, dear.
Alfred has mere moments to devise an escape. The windows are no option for Two-Face, who at present should be occupying a stretcher.
Let her rip, boys!
They cannot remain where they are. Drown in a chemical bath. Join us once again for a tale of life and death in Gotham City. The silence of the tomb.
Where am I?
It was a somewhat rhetorical question. Bruce is restrained, confined, and so heavily drugged, any further elaboration would be lost on him. It was a waste of breath to even ask, unless someone can hear him.
You're in the family plot. Yes, I know it's cramped, but you'll soon disassociate and we'll wander the wilds of your mind together, little Brucey.
Through one of your manufactured nightmares.
Nonsense. I'm here to give you your fondest wish, little orphan boy. Just like magic. In fact, abracadabra.
What did you just do?
I've given you a chance at happiness.
Bruce?
Mother?
Bruce?
Father? What is this?
It's therapy, dear boy. In here, you are no longer an orphan.
Bruce, come along now.
What are you saying? That night? The Monarch Theater? The alley? My parents weren't killed?
Well, not yet.
Hurry, Bruce. The picture's about to start.
But it is that night, Bruce.
No.
And I'm afraid the night is young.
If you don't step lively, young man, you'll miss the cartoon short.
Mother, don't go into the theater.
You love the cartoon short, don't you, son?
Father, please. Please take us home.
What has gotten into you?
And now, Argus Pictures presents the ham-fisted predicaments of the dim night. The world's greatest defective fat night.
This is your chance at happiness, Bruce. The chance you've always wanted. The chance to save them. Can you save your parents this time, Bruce?
Life and death in Gotham City. To be continued. The house is empty. Where are Alfred and Harvey? Where is Robin? And where is the Scarecrow?
And now it's time for the Midnight Movie Matinee with your host, The Creeper. Tonight's feature, Dread Castle. Starring Julie Madison and...
Not tonight, Gotham City. Tonight, the Scarecrow is running the spook house. And tonight's movie is very, very special. Gather up the kiddies. This is cinema history.
Oh, no.
For the first time ever, I present The Second Skin, starring the great Basil Carlo. I
guarantee when you feast your eyes on this, you're gonna want to feast on your eyes.
Life and death in Gotham City.